Hi, and welcome to the Flute Talk podcast, where we talk about all things flute. If you're looking for more tips or lessons from Emily, please check out musigy.com for all the sheet music, transcriptions, albums, books, and flute lesson packages. That's musigy.com, MUSOGY.com. Also, if you're looking for posters, fingering charts, or merch, you can head over at our merch store at store.theflutechannel.com for all your flute needs. If you want to help us on a monthly basis, you can also consider joining us over at Patreon for as little as $2 a month. This helps us make more great content for you. Check the description for more info. Now on with the show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Flute Talk podcast. I'm Nick.
And I'm Emily.
How's it going, Emily?
Very good. How are you?
Good. Happy end of summer for some, and this is the podcast we talk about everything flute, and we talk about it on the last Sunday of every month. And today we're going to talk about, good habits to have when you're coming back to school or if you're going back into playing the flute and answering your questions.
Of course, yeah. It's a live show and we answer questions. That's my favorite part.
Oh, yeah. And those will come in very soon as the live crowd comes in, and you can come and join us every last Sunday. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
What do you think are some good habits to have when you're going kind of back into a regular schedule of learning an instrument or playing flute?
I would say first thing I would say is it's good to take breaks. So if you didn't practice too much during the summer, maybe you played for fun, maybe you didn't, maybe you practiced but it was a bit more less regimented, let's say.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. Your brain needs downtime. And now it's time to make new goals. Yes, it's nice to assess where you are and what are your goals. And maybe you can write down some goals, see what you want to learn, what type of pieces do you want to get better at playing faster, better sound, or all of the above, or be able to play this tune that I think you're ready for now. Or I think it's a good time to set clear objectives, clear goals. This way, then the next step is to make a plan and then put into action.
Put into action, yeah.
Yeah. But if you don't have goals, like if you don't have clear goals, it's tough to make a plan, and then you practice, but it's a bit more difficult to be efficient, I guess.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people like that when it's coming back to school and you're like trying to organize different aspects of your playing, like pieces or technique or sound, what are they talking about? We're talking about flute.
Maybe, is it the sound?
Can you hear us? Maybe you can hear us. If not, sometimes we have technical difficulties, but
we have a sound problem.
Maybe not. Maybe they don't know that we're talking about the flute. But that's...
we're talking about... Okay, so if there's a sound problem, please let us know. But yeah. So that's what I was thinking about. And then making... you can have like goals about how you play, and then you can also have goals about how much you want to practice. And those are different types of goals. And check in your schedule to try to make things clear. Like something that's how would I say, realistic.
Yeah.
And they kind of go together as well. If you want to learn a very, very difficult piece, but you realize you can only practice twice a week, 20 minutes, maybe that's not going to be possible to get to that goal. So, look into that and maybe make a different goal or learn a part of that piece. And
make it part of your regular schedule, like, basic scheduling on how you add it to your day with how you do your stuff really helps as well too. So you make it as an important part as like, doing your exercise or whatever. Make it something that's a solid time. That's a good habit, and make it continual, even if it's only like twice a week or once a week, or even if it's every day. But you make it so, make it habitual, and, try to make it something that even if you miss a day, it's okay, because the next day you're going to be doing something. If that's what a habit's always about. So you can always, if something emergency happens and you can change things up, don't have to worry too much because you know you're going to do it again tomorrow, you know? That's also good to have a habit. If you don't have the habit, then you kind of get a bit more restless. You get a bit more, you know.
Yeah, it's easier if you have a habit.
Exactly.
But I like what you're saying about if you didn't do it one day, don't get all anxious and angry at yourself.
Totally. That's a big thing about it.
It's, that's not going to help you get back on track. Just think like, tomorrow I'll get back on track and just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And not just say it, actually doing it. You know?
I always find trying to make my, technique or sound development a better habit, like just to have a nice regimen every day, or, it's always good to just kind of sit there and block out time. That's always helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Just blocking out time.
Yeah. Yeah. If it becomes a thing like brushing your teeth or, you do it all the time, it's easier if you have some type of, I don't know, you come back from work or you come back from school and you do that. But it all depends. Everyone has different schedules and different...
Yeah, and you also want to kind of make and also don't just practice the fun stuff. Also practice stuff that you need to practice and make that more of a habit too, so that all of it becomes easy.
Good habit is to have a practice journal. This way, I think it's more efficient. You write down where you're at, what, you write down, I have, I practice this, and then next time I'll practice that. This way it's clearer, and then the next time you get to your flute, you look in there, and you don't have to lose a couple of minutes being like, what should I work on? Because it's always clear when we're working what we should do next, but sometimes we have to stop.
Yep.
So I think that's a good habit to have.
Totally.
Writing down. Also, like you said, the way we practice, be more goal-oriented. Yeah. Like, that's the tough stuff that I should be working on. Yeah. Not just the stuff that's easy.
Yeah.
You want to have fun. You can also decide that.
You can also decide and try to...
This day, I don't practice, I play.
I play instead. It's like half hour of playing only instead of actually like... Yeah, because sometimes you also have to incorporate play, just fun and funness with your music making. Can't always just be for a test or for an exam or for a concert, but just for yourself.
I've always liked practicing, so for me, it was...
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing about if you people,
I don't know, I like practicing. I think it's you get in the zone, you get in a type of flow state.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's good. I like that.
Yeah, because for some people, if it's easier for you, then it's easier to develop more habits. But if it's a bit harder for you to...
And I don't identify to my mistakes or to my, let's say my sound's not good one day. I don't go like, my sound, I don't have a good sound. I'm like, I'm this and that. Or I try not to get too involved emotionally, and I just, okay, let's see, like more of a detached approach of, let's see what's happening here. Is it my, is it the angle of my flute? Is it the way I'm blowing? Is it because whatever? And then I work a little bit, if it's too difficult, maybe I'll take a break. But I try not to get too intense, you know what I mean, emotionally, like just, it helps.
Oh yeah.
What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel about the same with that. It's just like, just trying to make practice more efficient,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really like the whole thing. Like, I know a lot of people just like, it really is like when you don't like practicing, developing habits are harder. You know what I mean? Like, if you like practicing, then it's going to come a bit easier. But for people who I think, again, it comes down to people who maybe a good way to compare it is like people who exercise, and like people who hate exercising, but then they still need to develop the habit of exercising. So it's like going through.
Pick the right exercise.
Right, exactly. So you have to find the right exercises for you in your practice session as well.
I've had a student lately, she had a couple of weeks where she felt that she didn't feel like practicing anymore, that she felt less motivated. So what we did is we decided to change the piece she was working on.
Okay.
And we reassessed the goals. And also I think she was, how do you say, I think she, how sometimes when we learn, we have, we go up and then we hit a plateau and then we go up and then even sometimes we go down a little bit. Like it's not just a straight line.
No, exactly.
So, and also the other thing is that when you get better, your ear is always in front of your technique. That's how you get better.
That's how you get better.
Because you're like, oh, I want this. But once you reach what you wanted, you already want something else. And something better. And if you have a good teacher, the teacher also will say, okay, they'll listen to you and be like, what's the next thing this person should work on to get better?
Yeah.
And then we'll work on that. Once it's reached, then be like, what's the next thing?
Totally.
So you're always working towards something. So sometimes you might feel like you're not getting better. But it's not the case. It's just that you feel like you're not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So sometimes you can go back to pieces you've played a few years ago or studies or stuff like that. And you'll be like, oh, that's way easier than it was back then. Then that can help motivation.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, totally.
There's different reasons why people get, a little lower on motivation. Sometimes also you need a break.
Yep.
And sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's, oh, I feel like I'm not getting better. I'm practicing and I'm not. But no, you are getting better.
Exactly.
It's all a question of perception.
Oh, yeah.
And our perception is not always right. So, yeah, I would say that.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, we just have some little comment. Vero Scan was just saying over summer break, he got to visit the Flute Center in New York. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they have a new place in New York. So always a cool place to visit. Lots of flutes.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of flutes. That's cool. It's like a little pilgrimage, I guess, to a little flute place.
No. So much fun.
That's good. That's cool. But yeah, again, just to go back to habits and stuff, it's just, I think it really does come down to either whether you like practicing or don't, it's about just finding the finding the good exercises, the things that you like to play them, maybe make exercises out of them, do things that and then go to the hard stuff, the stuff that you don't want to play, the stuff that you have to play but you don't want to, and go to that. And it's going to be easier because then you're kind of approaching all your mechanics in your fingers and in your technique. It's like warming up, sort of. It's like stretching out.
Yeah, you'd start with the stuff that
it's sort of a bit easier.
Easy.
Or something that's more fun, something that's engaging. So you're actually engaging, listening to your sound, all those things that you kind of aren't doing when you're in a more technical or in a more pressured situation. You're kind of, I think that can be something that can really help develop good habits at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah. But I think practicing should be kind of fun. So if
it should
fun at all, you'll stop for sure. So if you have no fun at all, maybe figure out what you should do differently. Because it's called playing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just sitting down being so serious about it.
Right.
So, and also in your music playing, if you're not having fun, it's going to be less fun to listen to as well.
Yeah.
And less musical and less expressive.
Totally.
So maybe also, even when you play scales, even when you play studies, you can be musical. Mm-hmm. You don't have to play it too robotically. And that can also be a good help, I think. Trying to feel musicality and everything, trying to feel expressive. That's going to
Totally.
fun because we like expressing our emotions. We like bringing our own little touch into things, not just yeah. So maybe that's an idea there.
Yeah, just bringing those together and just so that people can approach music with a better adaptation, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. There was I don't know what else. I know that again, just you also have to practice different types of situations too. Practice so that you can play in specific types of ways. I don't know. It's just an interesting topic, and just how.
Do you mean practicing? I feel like there's practicing to learn a piece.
Yeah.
And there's practicing to perform, and those are two different things. So practicing to learn a piece means you make a mistake, you stop, you practice the section that's difficult.
Yeah.
Don't practice just, let's say, 2-3 notes,
Totally.
before and after, because mostly before, because usually you're not, it's not the note itself or the group of notes, it's a transition.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure so that's practicing to learn a piece. But if you are going to play a concert or whatever, you have to practice to perform it. So that's completely different. You're going to play it, and even if you make a mistake, you won't stop.
Yeah.
Because in the context of a concert, you're not going to stop. So you
of course.
get used to play it like that.
Totally.
And so those are two different things, and they should be practiced. Both should be practiced, because if you don't practice performing, when you'll get on stage, you'll have the false impression that you don't play as well as you play. But it's because you were stopping.
Exactly.
You stop and you replay it, you can play it. But can you always play it this way? Or can you, even if you make a bad note or you crack a note or whatever, can you continue without being completely disturbed by that?
Right.
Can you keep your
focus?
Can you keep your focus and all that? And that can be trained.
Totally.
So that.
And also, just to roll back, also inside your practice sessions, make sure you incorporate breaks, because you don't want to just be practicing 2 hours nonstop. No one works out 2 hours nonstop. You want to take adequate breaks for your brain to kind of settle down.
And your body.
To...
It's a tough position as well. So I think going around moving, because you shouldn't be in one position.
Yeah. It should definitely be, no. You should be just, you should have movement, you should go for a walk or do other things and then come back. Incorporate break times is super important.
Yeah.
And just to roll back before we answer some questions in the comments. If you have any diehard questions and you're listening live, be sure to leave them here in the comments. But we have our merch store.theflutechannel.com, where we get all of our shirts and all of our merch, all those things like that. Plus also musicgy.com, which will have a new technique book coming out this month in September. And we're going to talk more about that throughout the month. That's pretty exciting. And that will be over at musicgy.com. And that'll be a whole opus of how to do technique with Emily. And then also our Patreon, where you can, if you've thought our content was very helpful, you can help us in a different way by monetarily giving us every month some support. And that helps us over at Patreon. And you can have all of our videos there commercial free, and also our podcast commercial free, all of those things there.
No ads.
No ads whatsoever. It's all there. The archive of all the Flute Channel material is there. Just practicing, all of our main videos, and the podcast as well. So you can go there if you want to help out in that way. And what else? We have the store, that. We also have super chats and stuff like that. If you want to use in the comments while we're live, that's helpful on our Just Practicing, it's helpful here on our Flute Talk podcast, all that entire ecosystem. And then I think that's it. I think lessons are on, I don't know, they don't have any studio openings right now, but
if people are interested, they can email us, and I'll see, because my studio is a bit slow right now. But sometimes we have no opening here and there. So they can write to us.
Yeah, they can write this to us at info@theflutechannel.com.
Please.
So I think those are all the major tidbits. And And then we have some new videos hopefully coming out this month as well too. We have some new flute review video that's going to be coming out. That's very interesting as well. And can't wait to share that with you. And yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions and stuff like that, or if you have any questions or comments in the video and you're listening to this later, be sure to leave them in the comments of that video, or contact us on anything on in our comments. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, was there anything else about? Well, we'll talk more about technique next month, but like maybe having, again, back to the habit thing, have a journal, have those types of things so you could write stuff out. Don't just have it you can have it on your phone too and stuff, but maybe you want something physical, like whatever is your choice, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can
basically what we said, we can recap. We talked about having a journal to practice. We talked about taking breaks, making it a habit. We talked about practicing the tough stuff, not just the easy stuff. Having fun, being expressive, and practicing to learn a piece versus practicing to perform. That's pretty much what we like, the big lines, I think. Yep. So that's a good reminder for September, I think, to go like, okay, like
exactly.
And setting goals at this time of year. I think it's a good time to reflect, be like, I'm here, I want to get there, and how do I do that?
Oh yeah, makes sense. So yeah, I love that. Great recap. Oh, Jonathan wants to know, I enjoyed your Riker number 2 video and the analogy between sound and colors as layers. Could you explain how this applies to getting a better flute tone? Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question, Jonathan.
So in Riker number 2, I tend to use it as a sound exercise to work on piano, legato in the high register. So colors for me, like it's timbre basically. So there's some colors, like basically you could have like 2 main colors and then a spectrum in between. You have like the dark, very full of edge tone that's like
almost near harsh, but not harsh.
A little bit nasal, and then on the other end of the spectrum, you have the very transparent.
Yeah, goes like delicate.
Like transparent, like
misty,
like it goes a bit like a phantom sound, basically. So those are the 2
sides of the spectrum.
Okay. You can use them with dynamics, like they can reinforce a dynamic or they can go against it, and that can give a lot of, like, let's say you could do piano, but with some timbre, a dark piano, or do a very transparent piano, or you could do, and that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And you get to be more expressive with all that. If you're playing in an orchestra, the flute is one of the colors. But if you're playing the flute by yourself, you have to make colors to make it interesting. And so those colors, you can get them basically by changing the vowel in your mouth. So if you're going they're all different sounds, And so if you open a lot in the back, you won't get the same sound as the, let's say I can make a more dark one. And then a more transparent one. So one I was saying, the other one. You change the shape of your mouth. And that's the basic explanation of what it is. And it gives you some more expressive and some more beauty in your sound. So in EJ2, I use it mostly for transparent and like this. I'm not sure about the end, but that's basically that. You know, like when I was going to that high A, E, G, I mean, it's almost not there. Not at that point, you know, like, ooh. And I like to use that to practice this.
Cool. Yeah.
Make sure that once you're good at playing high notes piano, you know, you don't have to always play high notes piano. You can still play them loud sometimes. Because I hear sometimes people who, they got it, so now they always do it like that. But make sure that it's the music that's pushing you in a direction, not just just trying to show that you can do it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous question. You know, that's great. Yeah, I think that's great, everybody. I think we're going to cut it short because it's a long weekend for everybody. And I think people are having a good time and also practicing probably and stuff. But what a fabulous question, Jonathan. Thank you so much. And it was great talking about good habits to have, and roll back if you're just jumping in and listen to the beginning and stuff. And also, we have also Amelie's Flute album right there. It's right over here. Telemann 12 Fantasias. That's also on music.com. And
you get music.
And you get the sheet music too. It's a sheet music album, complete set. So you get the whole sheet music with your edits and your all your edits, all your additions. So, yes, exactly.
Ornaments when you do the
exactly.
Like little ad, like yeah, and all the recordings.
Exactly. And you're also doing just practicings on all of them. I think you're at number 8 or number 9 right now. So we have
to finish that.
Yeah. Next 2 weeks, there are going to be a couple just practicings. Yeah.
Let's finish them.
Yeah, we're going to have the next 3 just practicings will be, or 4 more will be Telemann. So those will be all complete. So all the just practicings will be the album that you can listen to, but you also will fall back on the all the just practicings that'll help out with it. If you're working on one of them, yeah.
So the goal of just practicing is really that. You know, if you're working on something, like I try to give some tools on how to practice it, and it's also live, so you can ask questions. So that's also
exactly. So you can go and find that there at music.com. Also, I think it's there. The album is also in our product pages or anything under our videos. We have products, and usually it shows the album right now, and you can help support Amelie and buy the album there, and that goes a long way too, because that goes directly to us, you know, and not any fees like to Apple Music or anything like that. So it always helps us a lot. So yeah, I think that's it. And then we already talked everything about in the middle of the show about all of our other stuff. And we'll be back the last Sunday in September.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks everybody so much. Wonderful questions. And it's nice and vibing with everybody and talking to everybody this weekend.
Thank you.
See you guys. See you next time. Bye.